Hi. Okay, so it is Friday night, June 14th, Flag Day, I think. I didn't do any filming yesterday. Chris did chores morning and night. I was still yesterday morning sleeping off a migraine, and then yesterday evening I didn't get home until after he was done with chores. So then he did chores also this morning. I've been taking advantage. So I'm out here to close up the barn and do a little video update. So these ladies were in the barn, and then they kind of were like, we're gonna run away now that you're in here, but they're back now. Oh, my camera doesn't have any battery. So this might be a short update. The weather was supposed to be stormy today, but then it seemed like all the storms hit south of us. We did get a little rain this morning, which I guess is better than none, but I would have rather had what was forecasted for us. It looks like everybody else is grazing around the other side of that manure spreader shed right now. And I did have a plan to walk out. I mean, I do have a plan to walk out, but I was planning to get footage, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because I don't have any battery. Hang on, let me see how much there is. Yeah, I don't have any battery. So I'm just going to plug in, and I'm going to fill water. I'm going to fill mineral. I'm going to fill baking soda. Yesterday when I was out shopping, I picked up about 50 pounds of baking soda. I buy 13 pound bags of it. Oh God. Like this. And I've talked about it before, but we feed it Free Choice along with our mineral mix. We've been out of it for a week or so I'm sure they'll be excited when they see it. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this down and bang out these chores. As always, I have like 10,000 things on my list to do this weekend. We'll just see which jobs are the most appealing when I wake up and look out the window. Okay, here's the situation out here. Everybody is having a relaxing Friday night, except for that guy. These two are following me around, like the twins from The Shining, triplets from The Shining. All right, everything looks calm out here. I'm just gonna walk up and water and feed the ram and his buddies, his wingmen, and then I'll be done. Just a quick check. Okay, I've been waiting for these fly predators to hatch to talk about them, but you can kind of see, yeah, can you see them crawling around on the inside? So they're starting to hatch, which means we can spread them on the bedding pack inside. Good morning. It's Saturday. Chris and I are just getting ready to set some fences so we can get the sheep properly grazing. All of our sheep net is currently in use. So we invested in some new nets, and they are different than the old ones. For one thing, they're blue. Blue is a color that dogs can see, that four-legged animals can see. So this will be more visible to them than the white. And just make sure everybody knows that it's there. And also, the posts are new. This is a commercial here for Electronet. The posts are new and they're lighter. The sheep net was never too bad to set in terms of like the weight, but lighter is always better. Oh, they're also supposed to be stiffer, which is a good thing. So we're just loading up the Ranger with these fences, and then we're gonna head out and set them. We've got the super dog with us today. Also, Chris bought me these amazing glasses, which make me look pretty serious. I struggle finding glasses that are comfortable to wear under my over-the-ear muffs, which protect my hearing from the tractor noise. These are on a trial. After we set these fences, we are both planning to mow separately for a limited period of time and then get in the house have a little rest, maybe some lunch, and then me anyway get to work on the ballroom, timelines and all. It's a super beautiful day. I do not want to be doing that. I want to mow the whole day, and then I want to sit by the pool and drink a margarita. Okay, it is going to be hard to see, but these white posts here have twine connected to them that you can run an electric current through. It's white twine. It's lying on the ground right now. We've got to pull that out. So that's going to be our first task, is to pull up the twine and get it hooked to the fence, and then we'll move on from there. So we need to fence this haylage off from the sheep because they chew on the plastic. I never would have thought that they would chew on the plastic when there was green grass out here for them to eat, but they absolutely did. I wrote about it on the blog, but I was pretty sick, and Chris had been like watching the sheep, or not watching the sheep, like a babysitter. So he had been doing chores for, like just a couple days, and at that time the sheep had eaten down whatever they were grazing enough that they decided that they were gonna like tear into those bales. There's a ton of green grass out here, but anyway, we are gonna run a line of fence around that, around the bales, in order to just make sure that they are safe. Okay, so the way this twine works is we load these reels up with a lot of twine. So this is flexible in terms of like we can run it wherever, and then we just drive these fiberglass posts into the ground. Grass has grown around all of this, so Chris is pulling it out now, and then we'll stretch these. I had taken these posts down to make it easier for the telehandler to get in back here. So we're undoing that now. Okay, so the fence became a giant snarled knot that Chris is working on now. Usually when we have a bad knot, I just cut it out and then I patch it. Do you want to cut it? If you want to keep working on it, I'll go away.
No, I mean, just, the limited amount of time we have.
Yeah, that's...
But I'm getting so close.
Okay, I just clipped this path right here, so I am going to put the camera down, and then I'm gonna unroll the fence from behind me to in front of me, and then that way, which will eventually hook to the twine, to keep the animals away from the bales. So this is done. Hopefully you can see it. It's fairly simple. If you don't have any tangles or anything, you can get it out pretty quickly. These rolls are 165 feet. They do make shorter ones. A shorter one would be perfect for this. We don't have any shorter ones. Chris untangled the entire knot. He did not want to be beaten. Okay, so this fence line that you can't really see behind me, there's a post right there. I could not mow close to this with the tractor because I would have taken out every post and definitely would have pulled 10,000 feet of wire into the mower. So Chris is going to get the lawnmower, and we have a big zero turn, and he's going to run up one side and down the other of this fence line. Okay, so while Chris is doing that, he took the dog up. He is just too excited to be back out working, and he's being a lot extra. Okay, so I am gonna drive up the field, and then I'm gonna drop fences where I think we should cut across. So Ideally, we're cutting this field into 1 acre pieces. So that's 4. This is approximately 4 acres over here. So these 4 tall posts, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We keep the water and the mineral right here. So they have to come past the water and the mineral to go onto this field, to go onto that field, and to go onto that field. But we have lambs. And I hadn't considered this when I designed this system last year, but we're gonna let the lambs come out of the barnyard gate, which is down that way, and come right onto this field. I don't know we'll see. Everything's always an experiment around here. I'm sure you've picked that up by now. It would be good to run those ewes down the lane because it would be good to get it eaten down, but we're not gonna. We're gonna do this because whatever. I get to change my mind whenever I want. When Chris gets this far, I'm gonna ask him to mow across right here, and then I'll start setting this fence. There he is. Right there. He's coming. He looks further away. Objects in camera look further away than they are. Okay, so the nets come with a couple things. They come with 2 pieces of string. So you put those babies in your pocket and then you run them through the wash. That's what I do anyway. Oh, a bobolink. Okay, and they also come with instructions. I want you to look at her face. Does she look as happy as I do? And then they come with a repair kit. These things last a few years if you're careful. We've had some a lot of years. I mean, since we started, so 7. Oh yeah, you just have to be careful with them. Don't mow them and repair when they need them. Oh my God, look at that sky behind me. Oh my God. Can you guys even believe that I get to work here? Okay, I'm gonna set this fence. So first you unroll the fence. So you have all the posts here in your hand. And then I take the first one, which you can tell because it has this vertical piece. The blue and white wire, that's where the electric goes. The white verticals, those are non-conductive. And then this bottom cord is also non-conductive. So this is the first one. So what I do is I stick that in the ground so the fence kind of has an anchor point. And then I walk backward and feed it out. And then I come back and set it. It's always a 2-step process. At least it is for me. I don't know. If you are someone who knows how to do it in 1 step, please instruct me. Okay, so that's rolled out. So I wanted to go back to the fact that we haven't used Electronet regularly in a while, and it's because we moved here. Moving a farm is an incredible amount of work. So last year we put in all the fencing for these 4 grazing paddocks, and we ran with it. Like, we had to get on to other things. But for best grazing practices include like a lot more paddocks, and a lot less time in each one. So that's why we're doing this today. It's just like, if we each year try to improve our grazing practices in as little as like 20 or 30 years will be good. Okay, so now I'm gonna set these posts. Okay, I drove up to where the next line's gonna go. So what will happen as these get grazed? This is the biggest job today. I mean, it's not that big, but it would be quicker if I wasn't talking. As the animals graze it, we'll take them down. This is not best grazing practices, but this is what we think is going to work best for us. You know, like best grazing practices are garbage if you can't maintain it because you work full time. So as they graze them, we'll take the fences. Dang it. I've got like the dullest, oldest hoof shears in my toolbox, just as like an emergency backup if I don't have a knife. Okay, so as the sheep graze, we'll remove the fences in order to give them access to more fresh grass. And then once they're done with this field, we'll clip the whole thing. In big grazing operations where they have big paddocks of 10 acres or whatever, 50 acres, I don't know. What if they're running like 800 cattle on it? I don't know. They can get in to clip if they even need to, right? If you have the right like stocking density of cows, there's no need for clipping because they stomp everything down that they don't eat. So management would be different for a farm with a larger flock or bigger or different animals. But this is what we think we can manage for this year. Okay, same procedure as last time. Okay, so here we are on the low side of the field. This end of the field right behind me is kind of the worst producing part of the field. So I don't know how long this last paddock will last for them because there just isn't that much feed out here. But the more it gets grazed and the more it gets clipped, obviously the better it will get. Maybe that's not obvious. Chris is driving out here at high speed. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he's just here to help. He thought he was in frame, so he did some like moves. It won't turn that far around to get you. I'm sorry. Are you just here for helping or? Yep. Okay. Okay, here's the first edition ever of Know Your Forage. Okay, so what we have here blooming right now, this is red clover. There's a lot of red clover in this field, which is a legume, which is a good and bad thing for a sheep. These yellow flowers, this is a plant called bird's foot trefoil. And this is what it looks like. There's a better example. The first episode of Know Your Forage is already a failure. All right, well, moving on from that. Oh shoot, now we're coming up to plants I don't know. This is not a good idea for a segment. Okay, so this purple flower is vetch. I'm not sure which variety exactly. And, oh shoot, I don't know that yellow flower either. But what I wanted to show was white clover. So that's the clover that most people I think are familiar with. And then there are some white ones right here. Oh, can you see that? Right there. That is English bedstraw. So beautiful. Even if some of these are undesirable species. And here's a milkweed. So some probably would be in bloom out here now, but I mowed them down. So you can't look. I'm sorry. Okay. I left Chris back there. Came down to get started on this one.
Do you want me to mow this down a little bit?
Yeah, to like, yeah, from like there to there. Just this, really.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, I should show you. Can you see this? So what a great job Chris did knocking this down. So the fence is clear and we can, hopefully everything will be energized enough to make the animals safe and secure. Here's a string for you. Hello, future Tricia here. I just wanted to warn you that there's some salty language from here to the end of the video. I do not know like why you would ever need this waist tie. Like, do I need an hourglass figure in my overalls? No, I do not. Like, what a pain in the ass. Probably a man designed it.
Most likely.
Was like, I know what women want, a nipped in waist when they're working in the field. What the heck is going on here? I'm getting all worked up now. There we go. Okay, I had to make a pit stop for some chapstick. I know this is not good content, but my braces are tearing up my lips lately. It's so painful. So I'm back in the barn just to switch headphones to ones that offer protection from the noise of the tractor. I'm gonna mow for a couple hours, clip the other side of the big pasture, which is a little bigger, more like 6 or 8 acres, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's actually closer to 8, maybe a little more. I'm just gonna mow for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go in and get some lunch, and then try and work in the ballroom this afternoon / evening. Anyway, I'm gonna go tractor. I'm not gonna try and film anything. It's just not, well, firstly, there's nowhere on the tractor for me to put this camera. This tractor has like, there's a teeny toolbox that I could probably fit like, oh dang. I had to pack a Sour Patch Kids that I was gonna bring out with me. Oh, balls. Yeah, there's a tiny toolbox you can fit like maybe like a pair of gloves or whatever. And then there's a cup holder, but there's nowhere else to put anything. So it's hard to bring a camera, especially when I'm gonna be out there. And I'm gonna try to go relatively quick, but also without like hitting anything. It's a tall order. Okay, I'll check in later. Okay, so we have these two guys who weren't paying attention when everybody else went out to pasture, and now they're stuck here. They won't follow me. I'm just gonna turn the fence on and then I'll try and get them out. Okay, let's go, boys. Yep, we don't have to stop for a bathroom break. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Good boys. Good boys. Can you jump down? I know you can. That was very dramatic. Ah, there. Happy reunion. Their mama must have been looking for him. Good job, lady. All right, these three didn't get the memo. So while I was mowing, Chris fixed the roof on the manure.
Are you okay? Yes. Oh my goodness. Let me know when you're ready for help up.
Oh my God.
Let you lay down for a little bit. Oh my God, that was bad.
Oh, that fucking hurts.
Want me to turn off your camera? Okay. It's hard to see.
Oh my God.
That is a deep ass hole.